Just the alignment. We're not running him. Man. These choices can be tough. Sorry, man. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Alright, let's go back. Return to the city. And actually, we can train her. No. We have to upgrade the mage tower first. 1,000. Now we can train her for 800. Let's run with that. Skill tree. Suffocating dome. Or elemental barrage. Meteor. Yep. So much more damage. Alright. So, with that, let's see, what can we enchant? Okay, his feet, winged shoes. Did it enchant it? It did. Okay. For some reason it just did not show. Okay. Enchant again. Let's see. Chest armor. Increases skill damage by 20%. Regenerative oils. I don't have the other enchant powers. 0.5 health each second. Yeah, we'll go ahead and enchant that. Let's look at the item forge for a second. More health regen. What is this? 7.1. Come back. Okay. For a blue, or let's look at this. Let's do that. Gives him more health regen. Let's see, there is no upgrade for that. Do a cooldown reduction. Or crit chance. Let's go 2% crit. Speed. I can add another speed. Yeah, let's do it. Add another mastery. Let's do that as well. Skill power plus 5. I'll hold off on those for a minute. Armor or crit chance. Maybe crit chance. Skill power. Maybe do health regen. On that. See if I can make a better ring for her. If I go to her, let's go ring. I can make epic. Level 2. Damage. Alright, we are going to put that on for sure. And let's see about enchanting that ring. Mana siphon. We'll hold off on mana siphon. Okay. Come back to the keep for a second. Let's look at our inventory. Let's start dismantling some stuff. Actually, before we continue dismantling, let's look at these guys. That might be better. I think that's still better. I think that's going to be better. Or we have this one. No. And this should be better. What about pants? Let's put those on for a second. Yep, nope, those are probably better. And what about these gloves? I think those, we'll run those. What about this guy? He's rocking that two-hander. 45% stun. Let's see. 6 health per hit. 22% stun. So let's have him use that. That's probably better. That might actually be better. That helmet is better. Alright, I think that does it. So, let's dismantle a few more things here. What do these do? Anything? If I dismantle any of these, Does it do anything for me? 2414, 121, 121, 106. Gave me epic. Okay. Let's come over here, dismantle a few things. Same with him. All right. Let's come back. I think, was it the ring we could enchant? Which was mana siphon. But she also has the head armor. Multiplies current value of magic pen and armor pen by 120. What is her magic pen? Is 6%. Enchant. What about chest? Increases skill damage. That's what we want to do. 6. No, we're gonna do it. Skill damage increased. His boots. Let's hold off on that for a second. Alright. Let's double check, make sure. I'd like to find a better offhand for him. Maybe I can craft one? A shield. Epic. Heavy or light. I also don't want to lose movement speed. So let's go with light. Nice. Go to the inventory. Put the shield on. Then go to the blacksmith, the item forge. What can we upgrade? Armor. Let's upgrade the armor. Okay. And then what can we do to enchant the shield? Increases armor by 5. We want armor by 5 or we want retribution? Now Thorns deals 25% of total value as physical damage, ignores armor per second in a 3-meter radius. Thinking retribution. Definitely kill things faster. Alright. Alright, so he's better. We need to make her some better gloves. Let's try to make her some better gloves. Blacksmith. Gloves for her. Damage. Let's craft that. Go to inventory. I said damage, and all it did was give me crit. But that's okay. So, let's take a look. What can we do here? Another crit. Mana regen. Or we could do more armor. Yeah, I'm gonna do more armor. And then, what do we have for an enchant for gloves? Reduces skill cooldown by 15%. Don't think I'm going to need to use that right now. Alright. Alright, I think we're fairly good there. So, let's go back and see what happens. Alright, I believe it was up here. And now let's save. Strange device. I'd say this button labeled start is a good place as any to, well, start. We'll press that start button. Welcome, First Magus Proteus. Current active session, 3rd year post-discovery. Accessing recorded voice files. 1 moment, please. Perhaps you are wrong in your assessment of no magic, Your Highness. This certainly looks like it, just like all the statues and obelisks we've encountered. Obelisks. Whatever. Do not presume to tell me my business, Shield Guard. There be not an ounce of magic here. Hush, be quiet. It speaks again. Voice files loaded. Launching first voice file. First log. Proteus, 23rd of Elydrus Prime. My studies on the nature of the shades finally allow me to glimpse into their nature, enough to come up with a way of making them incapable of any further destruction. Constructing the trap will require much of my own energy and the aid of additional elemental forces. For this reason, multiple traps won't be possible. I can only hope the elementals will help me complete the task. Voice file ended. Loading next file. So this is indeed a prison. And this shade inside, could this be the one of the very creatures our ancestors fought in the Great War? The prison doesn't seem to be working, though. Why has it not escaped? It lies dormant. The barrier must keep it in this state. Perhaps the logs will tell us more. Second log. Proteus, 30th of Elydrus Prime. Elementals of earth, water, fire, and air agreed to help me, offering a portion of their core essence. They were reluctant at first, since the exchange weakened them significantly. They equated the sacrifice to a human permanently losing the function of an arm or leg. Yet, when I presented the nature of my experiment and hope I hold for it, they recognized its importance. They understood as well as I do, such extreme times require extreme sacrifices from us all. According to my calculations, the trap I have devised should be strong enough to hold and pacify a single shade creature. Soon I will know if my calculations are correct. I depart today with a mission to catch one and bring it here for further study. Voice file ended. Loading next file. A trap powered by elemental forces. What an insightful idea. Yes, this Proteus Magus clearly held a superior understanding of magic. Third log. Proteus, 15th of Elydrus Ebb. After nearly 2 months, I have successfully captured and imprisoned one of the shades. The prison works, but keeping the creature in a dormant stage consumes an enormous amount of energy, far more than my initial calculations predicted. Even more disheartening is the creature's ability to absorb energy over time. Clearly, the shades were constructed with this purpose alone. At first, the elemental energies of the trap worked as expected, weakening the shade, but with each passing day, the elemental energies grow weaker while the shade grows stronger. I believe, given enough time, that these creatures are capable of devouring any form of energy put against them. At this rate, it will not be long before it has the strength to free itself from my prison. I've thus decided to stop the experiments for the time being. I cannot continue my research unless I find a better way of containing the shade, but for now I must prepare for its inevitable escape. This and this alone is my top priority. Under no circumstance can I let this single creature free upon Artara. But I am at the disadvantage, as so much is unknown and time is not my ally. My only certainty right now is that if the creature ever awakes from its dormant stage, recharged elemental essences should hold enough power to weaken and subdue it again. At least then the creature effort towards freedom from the prison would start anew. I've erected a barrier to the next floor, a failsafe, in case the shade ever does regain consciousness and I am not present, or I am unable to stop it. Based on the void element, if my calculations are correct, even the shade will have no power to overcome it. Unfortunately, this will also seal the tower off to everyone else as well. Once activated, the barrier will only disengage if the shade is pacified again. It is unlikely, in the unlikely event of my demise, prudence dictates I have a record of the technique to recapture the creature. It's a basic concept, really. The core trap mechanism stuns and severely weakens the shade. Each element activated and added to the trap thereafter progressively saps more of the creature's strength. It is essential that only pure elemental energies are used at that stage, essences which may only be contained in specific crystal containers. I must record this process in writing in further detail. An assurance the knowledge of dealing with the shade will not be lost to time. While I hope to continue my experiments, time makes no guarantees. For now, the shade must be kept under constant watch, else it could become a threat to the entire tower. Last voice file ended. Have a nice day, First Magus Proteus. So I take it, now we must find these elemental essences. If we need to defeat this thing to complete our task, let's weaken it as much as possible before we pick a fight. Agreed. Then it is the crystal containers and essence of elementals that we must find. Okay. So, there are containers down there. Do we have to find these things, or do we already have them? It will not work. We need elemental essence to activate the beam. Empty crystals. These crystals, I feel they can hold an immense amount of magic. Let us make good use of them. And they work. Okay, I bet I have to go back to each one of those. Okay. Start here at the air sector. Feel anything which could... Do you feel here anything which could be the essence of air, Whisper? I try to scour it, but to no avail. Is there any place other than this with chaotic air magic? Look no further. I know why you are here. Air power must be replenished. I will unshroud the essence for you. I swear, anything here can speak to us when we least expect it. You know what we need? Yes, charge your crystal. Hold it in me. One of your champions reluctantly moves the crystal inside the raging tornado. After a short while, the crystal is charged, vibrating with the raw power of the essence of air. Here it is. Do not leave the crystal unattended. Okay, we have air.